Hey guys, and welcome back. So in the last sections, we discussed what a single page application is and what Angular is doing for us. In this section, we'll have a discussion on TypeScript. So let's get started. So TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript, which means that it inherits all the features that that JavaScript has to offer, and it builds on top of it certain features that are modern and that JavaScript doesn't have. One such feature is static typing, which is optional though, so we can or we cannot use it based on our preferences or needs. But this is something that prevents runtime errors, so it's something that we will be using. Okay. So static typing is something that you might be familiar with if you come from a C# or a Java background. But if you're not familiar with it, we'll have a discussion on it in the next section. Now, it would have been great if all the browsers could run TypeScript, but that's not the case. There isn't any browser as of now that could run TypeScript. So we need a way to run our TypeScript code in those browsers. Okay, so the way is to convert or transpile the TypeScript that we have into JavaScript, and TypeScript comes with its own TypeScript compiler that helps us do that. Okay, so you can also specify the output version of JavaScript that you want, and then it would convert TypeScript into that specific version of JavaScript so that you can target any browser of your choice. Okay, now with the help of TypeScript, you can leverage all the modern features that ES6 has to offer, like interfaces, arrow functions, modules, classes, constants, and things of that sort. And since TypeScript is open source and it's free of cost, you can use it without any issues. Then TypeScript has a great support for IDEs. So it provides you with features like IntelliSense, code help, and compile time error checking. Okay, and since we will be using all the modern features that ES6 has to offer, we don't really need to worry about running it on older browsers, because TypeScript compiler would help us guarantee that all the browsers that TypeScript converts that particular ES6 syntax into JavaScript that would be compatible with all the browsers, be it modern or be it older browsers. Okay, so that's what TypeScript is all about. Then we'll have a look at certain features of TypeScript. We'll start with static types. Okay, we'll then have a look at ways to declare variables. We'll be using let and const keywords to do that. We used to use var in JavaScript to do variable declarations, but we won't be using that anymore in TypeScript. Okay, then we'll have a look at interfaces that are sorts of contracts that we can use to impose some conditions on classes that implement these interfaces. Then we have classes that are blueprints of objects, which are real-time entities. Okay, and they contain logic and data in the form of functions and methods and properties. Then we have generics. That is a bit advanced concept, but it is something that we'll discuss about in this series. Then we'll also have a look at modules and namespaces. And finally, we'll have a look at arrow functions and how it solves a very major issue that JavaScript had. Okay, so we'll start with static types in the next section. So I'll see you there. Thank you.